right. Morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Morning, yes, I can hear you.
Kan jullie ons zien? Kan jullie ons horen?
Ek kan julle sien en julle hoor, ja.
Right, okay. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us again. I've got Emirates Lions backline and skills coach Ricardo Loubscher and Emirates Lions player Zeilinga. I think the gist of this one is just to talk about preparations leading up to Saturday. So whoever's ready, let's go. I will record the meeting as well for those who want a copy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ricardo, yeah, let's start with how preparations has been so far and exactly what you guys have been focusing on ahead of a return to URC.
Yeah, no, thanks for the question. No, I think the last 3 weeks went well. We're happy with our preparation. We had a tough 3 weeks. There's excitement and a lack of buzz in the camp. All excited about just playing again from the Stormers game to this game. Yeah, so there's a lot of work that went in behind the scenes. And I think just in general, everyone is just keen to get out there and play.
You guys managed to keep the momentum going. Is it easy? I know it's been a bit stop-start this whole season.
Yeah, ideally, in a perfect world, we would have loved to maybe just to have another game or two straight after the Stormers game, because we felt just the way we played and performed against the Stormers, we were happy with our performance, happy with the momentum. So yeah, ideally, I think in hindsight now, maybe another game or two would have been perfect for us.
What are the aspects that you guys have or are working on, without giving any state secrets away, but what are the aspects that you have been working on building up to this week?
Yeah, I think your set piece, just to start off with our set piece, we were happy with our defense, but I think there's always room for improvement. Happy with the 4 tries that we scored. I think in general, we just want to make sure that we just get back to our fitness levels. Happy with our details. We spend a lot of time just working on our detail on attack, our shapes of 9, shapes of 10, and just our kicking game in general to make sure that we can play the game in the right areas. And obviously, if they come with a hell of a kicking game, which I think that will come on Saturday, that we make sure that we can handle those kicks.
And then finally, for me, before I let the other guys, sorry guys, I'm hogging the show here. But I mean, the Sharks obviously got a number of Springboks, and it's a very different challenge to what the Stormers presented. Does it change anything?
No, 100%. I think going back to the Stormers game and you compare the 2 teams, we know it's going to take a hell of an effort. It's an 80 minutes performance from our side. We know we're up against a formidable team. You look at the quality they have across the board from 1 to 15. But I think for us going into this game is to make sure that we focus on ourselves. We know it's going to take one big effort for 80 minutes. But I think we can't focus on the individuals. I think the last thing we want to do is to single out players from our side, control the controllables, as we know they talk about. And yeah, just make sure we're ready for the game.
Ricardo, just back on the almost like on the style of play that you guys are adopting, that whole debate. There was, I think, this misconception, when the Cheetahs and the Kings were playing, that everybody said when the European teams come back to South Africa, the Cheetahs actually play the expansive game, and they almost sap them in the heat and stuff. But I suppose your guys is almost like balanced and good game plan. I almost want to say the game you guys played against the Stormers, I suppose it's probably the ideal template because it's a nice balance, because you don't want to play just attacking rugby on your home field where you're comfortable and then get caught out, overseas again. I suppose you don't want necessarily that contrasting styles like some people say, the South African teams should be doing.
100%, and Fred is sitting next to me. A lot of the credit must go to our 9s and our 10s and our 15s. The way they managed the game against the Stormers, it was all about scoreboard pressure. And ideally, we waited for the opportunities to come on the back of that. But yeah, we want to play a balanced style, where it's playing in the right areas. If the space open up for us, we're going to have a go. If there's kick space in behind, we're going to take that space. But it's to find the balance at the right time. You want to go in behind them. And obviously, when it's time to move the ball wide, it's all about just making the right decisions on the day.
Hi, Coach. It's Morgan. Just a quick question regarding any injury concerns heading up to the Sharks game.
Yeah, we're going to finalize our team in terms of what we have is sort of we want to go with the best team available. And yeah, we're looking at, or we're just waiting for one or two guys that we just want to get clarity on and clearance from our medical team. But I think going into the Sharks game, yeah, we're all ready, and yeah, we can't wait for the game on Saturday.
May I ask who those one or two guys are that you guys are concerned about?
Yeah, we're waiting for a guy like Vince, obviously Yanni du Plessis. We're checking out all those guys, and we're just waiting for our medical team, our doctor, just to give us feedback on those guys.
Thanks, Coach. And then just for Fred, just to go back to a question that was asked previously about the stop-start nature of the United Rugby Championship. How are you guys working through that, both on a training basis and a mental basis, keeping yourself fit physically and mentally for the huge disruptions that have happened in the season so far?
I think luckily we've gotten used to it with COVID. Every week we have to adapt and have to change. So I think with this last 2 years, most of the players have gotten used to it and the coaches. So we take it week for week. And obviously we try and just train as good as we possibly can. Prepare as well as if we playing each weekend. So yeah, I think the break was good for us. Everyone to switch off mentally. And yeah, I think this last 3 weeks has really been good. Everyone's come back fresh. It's a new year. So I think it's going to be exciting this weekend.
Fred, just a tongue-in-cheek question. You guys actually haven't played at Ellis Park for ages now, and you guys are actually winning games overseas now and at the Cape Town stadiums. You're not concerned that you guys have actually forgotten how to win at home?
No, I doubt that. Everyone's very excited when it's a home game back at Ellis Park. It's where we train, where we come to every day. So I'm sure the guys won't forget to put on a statement to the Sharks and everyone that comes to Ellis Park. So yeah, I think everyone's looking forward to playing at home.
Fred, just on your journey the past few months, I mean, you came to Ellis Park on trial and stuff, had to almost like prove yourself. It wasn't always easy going and stuff, but now are you feeling settled? Just how have the past few months been for you from a personal perspective?
Oh, I'll call it the past couple of years as well with COVID. It's been a real struggle. It hasn't been easy. Yes, I had to prove myself numerous times. I think I still have to. But yeah, for me, it's just like I said, I take it week for week and game for game. I believe in myself and I believe in my ability. So yeah, yeah. I don't know what to say really, but I'm fortunate where I am now, where I'm at, and hopefully I can just build this next couple of years and just get better and better.
Anyone else, guys?
Yeah, I've just got one. I don't know if I'll be able to get an answer from the coach just regarding the Pumas game tomorrow, if that's possible.
Oh, we're gonna have a session after this at about 1 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
That's outside my lane.
No problem.
Fred, I just wanted to ask, given how their profile has been raised, over the past few years, just how much value did you get out of your stint in Japan? What were the experiences, and what do you think about the standard of play and how it can influence, guys actually in South Africa going there and perhaps coming back?
I think everyone's got this mindset of going to Japan. It's easy rugby. You're on a break over there, and that's the sort of feedback I got when I got over there. But then I think with the 2019 World Cup and how Japan played, it sort of opened up the world's eyes to what's going on in Japan. They play a very attacking brand of rugby, high skill level of rugby. For me personally, it opened up my game for attacking kicks and identifying space, not the usual South African way of rugby of kicking it long or just kicking up and unders. I think with the type of players you get there, you sort of have to open up your game to other scenarios. I think that helped me quite a lot, and I was fortunate enough to play with quite a lot of the Japanese players was in our team, so I learned a lot from them, and work rate was I really did learn a lot. So yeah.
And I suppose just given the emphasis, like Coach Ricardo mentioned previously, just the emphasis on a kicking game, that's actually, like measured, and well thought out. I suppose that must have been good practice for you, in inverted commas, for the kicking demands of the URC.
Yeah, I won't really say Japan's been a good practice because they just want to run everything. So run everything or kick everything short or little grubbers. So coming back here, you have to adapt. I feel like I have to adapt again to European style play rugby. So yeah, it's been challenging, but luckily I've played with the Cheetahs. I played I think it was a Pro 14 at that stage, and hopefully just draw some experience from there back then, and hopefully it can help us over here.
Ricardo, there's been a lot of talk about your guys' decision to split the squads, and actually not try to cross pollinate too much and stuff. I'm pretty sure you would have chomped at the bit, to work with some of the youngsters and stuff. But just wanted to get your impressions on it. I mean, you obviously had inputted it. Just what are your feelings about, actually like having specialized squads for both competitions, and almost the benefits of it when other provinces would probably say, no, we just like almost contaminate the whole way.
Yeah, I think the first things first is important from a COVID point of view. You actually want to split it to two squads, and I think it's also just fair on the players. Instead of training with us and just holding bags all the time, they get individual coaching down with their coaches at the Currie Cup, and vice versa for our players. Yes, so I think from a quality point of view, I think it's better to split the squads, and it's also safer.
Dis Ricardo Percival Young van ENS hier. Ricardo, as ek mag net ter opsomming gou vinnig net as 'n afrigter van Lions, is julle glo julle is nou op 'n goeie plek op die oomblik in die stadium van die kompetisie?
Ja, ek dink na die Stormers game het ons baie selfvertroue daai game het gekry, baie momentum. Ja, ideaal wil 'n ou nog 'n game of twee nadat dit gespeel het, dat ons kan daai momentum behou. Maar ons weet vir die volgende 4 weke dit gaan taaf wees. Die Suid-Afrikaanse derbies is maar altyd moeilik, dis fisies, dis hard, manne klim in, so ons verwag niks anders op Saterdag nie, veral met as ons kyk na die Sharks, hulle groep, en jy kyk na hulle Currie Cup squad, hulle diepte in hulle squad, die kwaliteit wat hulle het, so opgewonde oor Saterdag, maar ons weet dit gaan 'n 80 minute performance wat van ons kant af.
Ricardo, my kollegas nou heelwat vrae nou reeds gevra. Kan ek net vra, jy praat nou spesifiek oor die derbies nou self. Dink julle die kompetisie wat julle gaan klei van julle tuisspanne hier in Suid-Afrika gaan genoegsaam wees om vir julle ook self voor te berei wanneer die Europese spanne ook weer kom en wanneer julle soontoe gaan toer weer?
Ja, 100%. Ek dink as ons nou kyk na die verlede, ek was net betrokke van daai derbies gewees. Maar dis altyd maar fisies, en as ek kyk na wat ons nou maar noem player load, en jy weet die hoeveelheid games wat hulle speel, en jy weet die ou se body vat maar 'n bietjie knocks. Spelers kry baie knocks in daai games. So ek dink van 'n kondisioneringsoogpunt af dit gaan taaf wees, en dis belangrik dat jy spelers goed moet bestuur. En tweedens, ek dink jy gaan met heeltyd met daai vermoëheid om aan te pas, want ons gaan nou weer teen 'n Monster of 'n Cardiff speel wat hulle bring vir jou hele ander challenge rondom die manier hoe hulle speel. So ons moet aanpasbaar wees, maar terselfdertyd moet ons die spelers goed bestuur.
Ricardo, ek vra my laaste Afrikaanse vraag en die mees algemeenste vraag en ek glo jy sal respek het vir hierdie vraag. Is daar baie druk op julle as bestuur? Is daar baie druk op die Lions om nou begin resultate te lewer in hierdie internasionale kompetisie?
Ja, ek dink nie, ek dink daar's altyd maar druk om te perform. Ek dink daar's elke Saterdag as 'n ou en enige wedstryd betrokke is maar altyd druk en die druk is maar om resultate te lewer. So ons het nie beheer oor uitslae nie, maar ons het totale beheer oor ons voorberei en dan die effort wat ons daar insit en ons attention to detail soos ons sê. So ons probeer te fokus om wat ons maar noem process driven. So ons probeer daai goed hanteer. Uitkomste, resultate, ons het glad nie beheer oor dit nie. So maar ek dink ons is op 'n goeie plek, span is op 'n goeie plek. Ons voel ons lekker momentum. Die groot ding is maar net ons uit van Saterdag en dit gaan bys.
Baie dankie Ricardo en sterkte manne.
Dankie Percy.
We happy guys? Anyone else has got a question before I release the guys?
All good.
All good. Thanks, James.
Hans, dankie.
All good. Thank you.
Thanks guys, appreciate it.
Thanks.
All the best. Cheers.
Cheers.
Dankie.